Hello and welcome to what could be considered part 2 of the Christmas special. The last part you watched was the Christmas part, and this is the special part. Welcome to Rose Hill, or Secret Project R, as I've been dropping hints at it as. As you can see, well, I'm going to stand up so you can get a better overview of the layout. It is a small exhibition layout, measuring a total of 8 foot in length. Which isn't actually that small, but by layout standards it is. So we have one board up here which is 8 foot by 1.5 inch. Sorry, 4 foot. This board here is 4 foot by 1.5 foot, and this is 4 foot. Hold on, I'm confused. Yes, this is 4 foot, I'm pretty sure. Yes, this is 4 foot by 2 foot. No, this is 4 foot by 1.5 foot. This is 4 foot by 2 inches. Yes, there we go. Imperial system, eh? I don't normally use the imperial system, but I am for this board. Let's go off on a tangent here. Right, anyway, this is a small portable type layout, you could say. Right, let me give you the background to it. So for that, we are going to delve into this. This is, if you watch my video of my box of Tricks from Bo'ness, this is the sectional appendix to working timetables and rules and regulations of the northern section of the former British Railways region. This is a rail track document from 1996. So let's just open to this page, and here we see a map. Okay, so up here we have Manchester Piccadilly, and down here on this little spur we have Rose Hill. Here on the screen now you can see the Google Maps image of where it is, if that map wasn't clear enough, which I'm pretty sure it wasn't for you. And now also here, this is a really cool thing. By the way, if you guys have a station that you want me to look up in either this northern section book or the Scottish section book, then feel free to ask me and I will probably do it for you. Yes, so at Maple Wharf Junction, that is where the track splits off and comes down the short branch line, single track, to Rose Hill. Rose Hill Marple it can be called. It's called nowadays, I think. So I've just turned it to Rose Hill. That's Marple Wharf Junction, and that line continues on towards Totley East, which I have no consideration to. Basically, I'll show you. I set it on this layout. Set on this station and location. It's not really based on the station, but it's kind of this location because I wanted it to be a Manchester, and it kind of fitted the general idea of what I wanted quite nicely. So as you can see, it's the end of a terminus. It's a single line, and it's 15 miles an hour it's limited to, which is quite small, quite short. Two reasons why I want to model in the Manchester area. One, because I have the 303 in Manchester livery, and also because I quite like it. I like modelling up, and then, oh sorry, I keep saying up north, but I'm further north in Scotland, which is stupid. Northern England, because it's quite, in this time it was quite run down, it had got all the cascaded stock, and that's the type of thing that I like to model. Also, surprisingly, my Class 101 in SBT livery was actually sent down to Manchester region and was one of the last 101s running under First North West, whatever the franchise was called. Anyway, that's enough of me waffling. Yes, so basically, to your right, we have a Royal Mail depot, / parcels depot, and to your left we'll have the Rose Hill station, which will have overhead cantenary. I just did a sign, just did this over my head just to signify overhead cantenary. And for the station building we have Backman Suburban Station Building. Very nice building, I really like it, it looks really cool. And it's also, I can't decide if I'm going to keep it as the station building or if it's going to be fenced off. I think I'll keep it as the station building actually. Over here we're going to have steps up to this overbridge. It's kind of in various stages of construction, this. So the baseboard's done and the track's all laid, but this track isn't laid because I'm waiting to build the platform first. Right, so anyway, this will come down to here, to the platform, this is the overbridge. It's just basically two pieces of wood here and then underside here. A bit of cardboard over the top. This is, let me have a look. I'm doing this quickly because the camera's low on battery. This is a Wills girder kit, and the wall, as you can see here, is also a Wills kit. Very nice, easy to use. I've also just, sorry, it's falling off there. I've also just weathered it a bit using just basically black paint mixed with water. So yep, this is a locomotive stabling siding slash, I don't know if I could make it like kind of a carriage repair shed, carriage inspection shed. Well, if it was inspection, I'd have to fit a pit, and that's effort. But I think maybe a stabling part at least. Over here there's a kind of a bit that the track vehicles can go over to reach this, which is just a line side hut for signalling equipment. So the actual station building itself will be able to fit a 4 Mark 1 lengths comfortably. There's going to be a signal under here. This fiddle yard at the moment is just 2 straight tracks. I'll go into this in more detail. This is just a rough overview of it. So, yep. This is the head shunt. As you can see, this area up here has been ballasted. This ballast has been weathered a bit with just black paint and brown paint diluted with water. We have 2 different types of ballast. We have this is the Dapol ballast. The kind of history of this, there is no Royal Mail / sidings at Rose Hill. So this was a parcels depot for a while, and its fate was hanging in the balance, but they decided to keep it open, use it as a base, especially for new rail express systems. I haven't quite decided on what year I'm going for, but that'll kind of progress as we go along. So yeah, so they started putting new ballast down, which is already getting mucky because that's just what ballast does. And this is some of the older ballast that was here. I guess it looks quite nice. I'm not sure on it yet. Anyway, I just need to weather the rails. So yes, this siding up here can hold. Oh, we have a derailment. Oh, the points weren't set. That's why it is. This siding here can hold 2 Mark 1s. Each of these sections, this section of track, has a pickup soldered to it. Right, so sorry about that. The battery died, and it's now the morning, and that's why I sound a bit iffy, because it's early morning, you know. Haven't quite fired up the boiler yet. So yes, as I was saying, this platform can hold 2 Mark 1s. Perfect for currently the 2 res ones I have, but I'm going to get more of them. This one can hold 3 Mark 1s, or conveniently, probably should have started this train moving so it looks killer. Another thing to say is the actual split here, because the baseboards aren't quite too well aligned, it is 2 brass screws on either side, because then I can adjust the height of the rail. And then when I saw this being used successfully on Blood Marine's channel, the guy who has Glebro Junction, I thought, yeah, that's gonna work for me. So now here we see the 47401 Northeastern coming in with the Royal Mail carriages. So basically now what would happen was the shunter would come along, pull these back. This would, well, I'm going to show you. I'll show you what would happen. Right, so I don't have a shunter, so I will be using my hand. So hopefully I'm going to be getting one for Christmas or after Christmas. So yeah, you'll watch this and see. This is the procedure for what would happen when the Royal Mail train comes in. underneath the platform, it's built up of this sort of a structure, in the same way that you'd build a Metcalf platform. Sorry about the shakiness of the camera, I can't seem to hold it still at the moment. It just has card on top and is painted black. It has kind of warped a bit with the paint, so that's why it doesn't really sit flat, but I'll sort that. Possibly maybe just build a new platform. Also I'm kind of lining it with this with this Metcalf, next manufacturer along, things you get with their platforms. And then the plan is maybe see if you can get a very thin type filler type material that almost just like pours in and will kind of cover it. This is the distiller. This is from the distillery kit from Metcalf. The 2 buildings of which are being used as a police station upstairs, and this one's being used as the frontage to the parcels office. The other thing is, if there are 2 Mark 1s in this siding, then you do need to have them right up against the buffers, otherwise there's not enough clearance for the likes of the 47 to get past there. So yeah, it's a pretty nice wee layout. Then of course we'll have passenger services coming in and out of here with the 303, the 101 and maybe 105, because this line is going to be newly electrified. The actual Rose Hill line isn't electrified, but this line is going to be newly electrified. So that's why the 303s are still in service and haven't been retired. Maybe get a 305, something like that. Also, there is a kit that one of the EMUs that DC kits do a EMU of. That didn't make sense at all. That was converted for parcels use. So I was thinking that'd be amazing if I could get one of them and build it up in the parcels livery. Also, like the 108s, 108 and 105s were somewhere set for parcels duty. Anyway, as you can see, it's a pretty cool wee layout. Taken quite a long while to build, and that is why I wanted to show you it all in one big go. Okay, hope you enjoyed that. I hope you have a nice Christmas, and thanks for watching.